Today I'm going to be moving one of our Taiwan Reef Grouts to a bigger tank. They're going to be going from the 75 gallon to one of the big totes, 275 gallon totes. We'll go ahead and get started. I think I got close to 150 in here, maybe a little less, so I'm going to split it up in 2 batches, so take 2 different buckets full of them. But I got some stunning males in here for their size. Most of these are 3.5 to 4 inch, maybe some of the females are a little smaller, but here's some of the males. Nice blaze on most of them. I've got probably a solid 15 really nice colored males in there, and then plenty of subdominant males. Just take a few more. Just grab a few more. Yeah, it looks about half. Put a lid on these guys and move them over. I normally do not have this many in one tank, but I've got a couple other Growout tanks of them, a little bigger Taiwan Reefs. I've been waiting to thin down on those numbers before I move these, because as soon as I move them to a vat, they're going to catch up pretty much to the other ones pretty soon. So now that I'm low on the quantity of those left, I'm going to move these to this vat, and within the next few months, they're going to catch up pretty quickly. I'm going to go ahead and get a count. Alright, I got about 74, I think, there. Probably off just a little bit. Normally don't tend to not sell Taiwan Reefs this size. I try to get them a little bit bigger, at least 4 inches before I sell them. They can sometimes be a little more, not passive, but just mild-tempered in an all-male tank. So I feel like bigger ones tend to do better and hold their color better. That's the main thing. A smaller male will do just fine, just may not show his true potential for a while until he's much bigger. A bigger male will appropriately size compared to your fish. It's going to do a lot better, and that applies to most of the African cichlids. And most of the species I carry, but these in particular, I do tend to like adding bigger ones to a tank. Here I'll show you. Adding a male like this, like 3.5, just under 4 inches to a tank with like 4.5 inch fish, this one would color down. And if you spotted this different one at the turquoise hat marginalis, just must have got jumped over from one of the other tanks. So. Go ahead and catch the rest of these. So yeah, I'll have plenty of males, about 4.5 inches within the next 2 months or so. Here's some of the, here's a subdominant male. Here's a female. Some of the females have been breeding, but some of the females have a little bit of color, but they're mainly just silver with the with the black H bars. I should have males on the website when you're seeing this video. I've got, like I said before, I've got a few other Growout tanks with bigger males, bigger females too, but I think I got like 6-inch males on the website, so pretty good size. That's the biggest ones I've had available for a while. I'm sure I got 1 or 2 holding, but with this many, it's hard to spot one. This net's a real time saver. It fits the dimensions of this 75-gallon near perfectly, I'd say. Enough wiggle room to make it not super tight, but left to right, it's probably got only inch and a half between the sides, so it's hard for the fish to get by. And then above, top of the net to the top of the water line, that's probably like 4 inches, so it's hard for the fish to get past the net. So as you can see, I caught close to hopefully 150 fish in just a matter of minutes, but it'd be faster if I wasn't videoing. I could probably catch them all out with a bigger bucket in 2 minutes or less. But that looks like it's it. And yeah, just if you're wondering, these nets, 16 inches left to right, 12 top to bottom. So yeah, they fit the dimensions of the 75-gallon really well. Yeah, tank's empty now. Move the last ones of these to that vat. And then if you're curious on how we were able to have that many in the 75-gallon, I should have showed you when I was over there, but it's only got 1 sponge for filtration, biological, and then the main thing that allows me to have that many in 1 tank is the water coming in. I would have showed you, but there was probably way more water than this, but there was probably 150% to 200% new water coming in each day, so they're the volume of the tank, they're getting that more than once a day, close to twice a day, whole volume of the tank. So what that means is it's that new water is diluting the other water and then goes out the drain. So the ammonia, anything else in there that would become toxic to them, constantly is diluted and goes out the drain. So the sponge doesn't need to be need to have enough bacteria for 150 fish, maybe half that amount or less with that much water coming in. But the main reason we have the sponges is a backup, but with enough water going in the tank, you don't even have to have the sponges. You can just have an empty tank with just new water coming in, and you'll be fine. But it's one of the reasons why we're able to keep all these guys healthy and happy and growing good. But I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to start counting these. Alright, I got, I believe, 66, so I think that puts us basically at 140. Yeah, 74 plus 66. So yeah, I was pretty close. and the ballpark number. I don't think I counted them when I put them in the tank originally. Get a close up on these while I'm talking. But yeah, I don't think I got a full count on them originally. There was just so many at that time, I didn't bother. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be around 140. They'll be much happier in this vat. They were kind of jammed in that 75 gallons, so they'll have a pretty good growth spurt. Should be able to grow half an inch to an inch pretty quickly. So there'll be plenty of Taiwan Reef males on the website before long. So if you're looking for one, just make sure to keep an eye on the website. Past few months I've been consistent on having ones available, so I'm sure I'll still have males available for many months ahead. And then females and breeder groups as well. So if you're looking to breed or want some females for your tank, I've got them. But I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.